you are forgiving someone not for the outside person. You are forgetting or you are giving forgiveness for your own good health and good emotional state. Amnesty is honesty and humanity. So, you are forgiving someone not for the outside person. You are forgetting or you are giving forgiveness for your own good health and good emotional state. It gives, you can say, it consoles the self. So, you are forgiving for your own good. Not that you are forgiving and thinking, oh, I am forgiving for you outside. So, I am explaining the spiritual, the side of it. And amity is an entity, which means friendship is the way. If you want to have a very good society, friendship is the right way to connect to the people in society. So, one very important thing is amnesty is honesty and humanity. So, you may find in Bible also that are you ready to forgive? Christ has said in Bible in one of them that you can throw a stone if you have always forgiven all the people. There is some, I don't remember it very precisely, but there is a
I'm quite when it,
mention.
Christ always speaks about forgiveness. So
He's, he said that you can punish someone, or he has also said if you expect someone to forgive you, then you should also in the same way forgive others.
So it says that as Christ, as God has forgiven you for all your sins for eternity,
you also forgive.
You also forgive. He who's without sin cast the first stone. To say that we're all sinners. So if you're going to blame someone, if you're going to call someone a sinner, cast the first stone. So let's see if you're perfect.
So exactly. So you yourself have done a lot of mistakes and you have sought forgiveness from people. So when in the other way people ask forgiveness from you,
you give.
Relate to them and say everyone does mistakes and sincerely forgive. Not only for him but also for your own good, your own emotional and mental state.
And I think that even if we're talking about the Bible, I mentioned it earlier, is to say that, I mean, God knows we're human. We're not perfect. This is why he's giving us grace. This is why he has forgiven us for a lifetime. Because we would always make mistakes. So if we begin to see each other like that, to say, this person has made a mistake, I will make a mistake tomorrow, you just extend, you just forgive.
So this is one angle of it. Let me add a scientific angle also. If you have a 24 karat gold, can you make a jewelry out of it? You can't make it, will always be molten. So you always have to mix an impurity.
Oh, you make, yes.
To make a jewelry out of it. It can be 22 karat gold, it can be 20, it can be 18, but it cannot be 24. So we are human are also made with some limitations. And we need to respect that limitations to go beyond that stage and reach divinity.
Okay. So I need to understand it is good of living both manly and humanly. But before that, let's talk about don't nap with hap. What does that mean?
So don't nap. Nap is a short sleep.
Don't sleep.
With hap means random happenings, events.
Oh, I thought it was the instrument.
Do you call it a hap?
I think there's an instrument called a hap. It's an old.
That is HARP. That is not HAP.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, viewers.
So that's so don't nap with the hap means when the happenings are coming, events are happening in your life.
Don't be silent in your own life. A lot of people
No,
do that.
what I want to
where-
say is don't be insensitive.
Yeah, I think I used the word silent, but a lot of people
Ah.
let life go through them and they're just there.
Yes. So be happy with the sapiens. Basically, this means that be happy with the people around, make friendships, love is the factor, and develop a kind of alertness as to what is happening, because that will help you to learn, grow, make partnership. It is good of living both manly and humanly. So this is very important, that manly means with courage,
But with a balance of
humanity also.
Yeah.
So if a person is fearful, this you can see in some of the scriptures, like Gita says there are 21 qualities in a perfect human. In first quality it writes is fearlessness. Because if you are fearful, 90% of your qualities, even your goodness, is covered. It takes a courage to be good. So that's why he has given the first sequence is that live manly and humanly. After that, good heart is very important. But if you are fearful, even if you have a good heart, it will be covered. It may not come out to the world. You may not be able to contribute because you are all the time thinking about people. Huh?
The unanimity of the humanity creates the magnanimity for human, elevates the amity, eliminates the enmity, and relates to the reality.
Okay.
Thus,
Thus.
the humanity annihilates the animosity. There's so many T's
So
and T's.
it's first of all a poetic way, but the concept is same. Unanimity of the humanity. So if you are together, united, friendly, that togetherness creates magnanimity, creates nobility, good values for human. Elevate the amity, which is friendship. Develop deeper connections. Eliminate the enmity. Okay, you are not feeling any negative feelings about people. Why you are not feeling is because you are focused on your own negative and pluses. You are in your own world. And relate to the reality. Reality means not that everything you are trying to conceptualize or theorize. Like this is to be, you are always in the to be format. But you are also analyzing the nature as to what is the reality, why it is happening this way, what is the scientific basis. Thus, the humanity annihilates the animosity. So a good heart, your own transformation, can remove the negative part and the animosity.
I like this. It says, love the humanity, not the human. What? Spare the humanity, share the calamity. It's
So this is very important and also divine in a way that, he always says love is the concept and humanity is the practical factor. So what he is saying is that humanity is very important. Your love and compassion to each other is very important. But not the human. Not the human means you are not interested only in the physical part of the human.
oh, right.
The flesh part he is saying.
Right.
But you love the values, you love and you empathize that okay, he or she has the same soul, the same spirit as you have.
But then how it becomes very confusing is the next line. He says, spare the humanity, share the calamity.
So
how do you say love the humanity and then you say, how do you say love the humanity, not the human, which now you've explained that it's not about a physical aspect. And then you come back to say, now spare the same humanity, share the calamity.
So spare the humanity means avoiding or shielding from difficulties. And share the calamity means standing together in difficulties. So imagine there is a difficulty which is coming to a person and you don't allow the difficulty to come to him, you take it on yourself. So he will never learn from the game of life. Imagine there is a boy and he finds difficult in eating through spoon. So what you are doing is you are taking your own spoon and putting in the spoon feeding. Will he ever learn how to use spoon? So this is where he is saying humanity does not mean that you are doing the spoon feeding. The person should understand and have a conscious sense of difficulties. But he is saying difficulty sense does not mean you will not share the calamity. So there are calamity is a difficulty of the next level where nobody can help you. There is a storm and you have allowed the person to enter your house. So share the calamity means you are together to share. You are also in the same problem with him because of your empathy and love. But it is not in the nature of spoon feeding. It is not that imagine you have applied for a company and there is a test. So a person at a manager or director level can easily cross the test and he appears for the test instead of you. So that is not humanity.
Be a human by birth. Try yourself worth. So also in the case of wealth and health. Loving the human and the humanity is better than that of lust for heaven.
So I think this will take a longer explanation because be a human by birth. So every human has a birthright to divinity. But human chooses different options. Sometimes human goes to the level of an animal. Sometimes he goes below the level of animal also. But the same human has an opportunity to make a choice towards higher dimensions of divinity. So what he is saying is that it is your birthright to be a human.
So when he says try yourself worth,
Try yourself
also
worth.
in the case of wealth and health, what does that mean?
So first of all, try yourself worth means first understand that being a human is a complex process. Love yourself, respect yourself, find yourself very lucky that you have taken birth not as a small mosquito or as other beings. As a human itself you are very lucky. So also in case of wealth. How we value human? Sometimes in professional circle you will say, oh, he is a manager, he is a senior manager, he is a director. How? By the grades, by the salary levels. So the worth is also determined by the society through money, in terms of money. And the worth is also in terms of health. How?
How?
So this is what Warren Buffett was giving a interview or he was lecturing in a college. He says we both look good. But do you know I am wearing a suit of $5,000 and you are wearing a suit of $100 because you are all students. But the $5,000 suit does not look so good on me because I am old. And the $100, okay, looks little bit good, but imagine you get to wear the 5,001, you will look better. So what does it mean? The wealth, the stage of life has to marry with the health part. I think this is very important that try yourself worth. So also in the case of wealth and health. So every achievement is valuable also when the health also matches to it. So imagine you have achieved a good amount of wealth and name, but your age is not supporting it. You got it when you are 80, when you are not able to walk and enjoy the thing. So what he is saying is that try yourself worth means value the time that you have in hand. Don't waste your time in lethargy.
What does that mean?
Lethargy means, if I have done my sleep, let's say I slept at 10, I woke up at 4 or I woke up at 5. Then I say, no, it's a Sunday. Let me extend it to 8 o'clock. Let me extend it to 10 o'clock. He says, use the sleep to recover your energy. But don't waste your time in laziness, you can say, in a way. This is what he is saying. So try your self-worth. Understand that you have got a human birth. It is very valuable. Use every moment, because not only your worth from a spiritual perspective, but also your worth society will also know by way of your salary, position, wealth, and your good health to participate in the game of life. So this is what he is saying, is value your time and invest on your time to enhance and uplift yourself.
I think our conversation with humanity has been very insightful so far, and the fact that we've been able to connect self-help, help and self-help with humanity. So we're going to dive deeper, because it's still a long read. You know.
Can I say one thing? Because this is one of the topic, humanity is a favorite of the master. So whichever topic is his favorite, he will write more into it. And we may have to do discussion in various phases, so that we focus and give our full attention to each of the lines in that.
Yes.
So it takes time to go through in phases.
We'll take a break. Hope you will join us for the next episode in part C next week that will be uploaded. Remember to like, to share, to subscribe, to engage, and also to share your questions with us.